do what we came here for.
For you, sir.
Who the hell would be in here right now? Hello?
Senior Charlie Grimm will die after a prop malfunction during the high school's presentation of the Gallows.
So I think the thing that I really like about this movie is setting it in the theater world, setting this sort of ghost story in the theater world and taking advantage of all this sort of theatrical superstition.
Yeah.
Did you guys, how much research went into looking into different theatrical superstitions and whatnot?
I remember doing some of that. When we were first discussing, you know, where the movie would take place, who the villain would be, and those sort of things, and we were looking up a lot of superstitions, ghosts in theaters, and
we knew
and
several
true stories.
of them already, just from, you know, don't say Macbeth, don't say good luck, you know, things like that. But we wanted to find even deeper ones to see if we could kind of incorporate them somehow in the film. But
do you have a particular favorite ghost story that has to do with the theater?
No, but I have been in many theaters, and I know that there's always a story about, like, a woman in the chairs, you know, the chairs seats coming down or lifting up. While we were on set, there was a door. This was for me. Other people heard other things, but there was a door that we heard that just went, you know, kind of closed a little bit on its own, and a chair that went down in that same area. And I had looked at one of the parents who actually worked in that theater. She was one of the parents of some kids, but she was helping us out, and I looked at her like, what just happened? And she says, I don't know, but that's the kind of stuff I deal with all the time. So.
When you're making a found footage movie, what sort of other found footage movies do you look to sort of aspire to?
Well, we look for the best ones.
Right. I mean, we were definitely inspired by Paranormal Activity and Blair Witch Project. While we were making the movie Chronicle came out. We saw that in theaters during production even, and we got a lot of inspiration on that in terms of technical
tips,
and like shooting styles and things like that. So just all the ones we could see and absorb. I think we tried to take a little bit of something from.
Is there any particular lesson that you just gleaned from those films that you sort of applied here? I
mean, Blair Witch, we dug into the backstory of how they shot Blair Witch and how they sort of put their actors in the environment and kind of messed with them and didn't let them know certain things about the story and this and that. We did a lot of that in this movie. We did a lot of that. Letting our actors go into these dark and scary places on their own and discover things. And so we did a lot of those types of tactics, for sure.
I'm interested, how does your partnership working together as a directorial team?
Pretty good. I mean, every once in a while, it works. The answer. It works pretty good. Look, we ultimately, if we ever do have a disagreement, it's always over something that's kind of crucial or important. And so we'll go like this, but out of the pressure comes the diamond. You know what I mean? Like the diamond comes out of that, and usually it really does improve the movie or the scene or whatever it is we're filming. But it's an interesting dynamic. Most of the time it's okay, and there's a lot of, that's a dumb idea, but hear me out.
Well, Richard, what is that writing process on a found footage movie? How does the movie develop from conception to filming?
I mean, the actors had a lot of input during the process when we were shooting scenes. We would obviously have our ideas. They would differ slightly, and we would bounce things back and forth. But then, you know, the actors would jump in and make suggestions. How about I try this at this moment, or this, you know? And so there was a lot of that at all times.
Is it more reactions? Like how would I react in that particular situation?
Yeah. I mean, we definitely had plot points and things, story points that we needed to hit, and we had the actors following those points, but be kind of themselves naturally as they could be within the moments and within the scenes.
What is happening? It's Charlie.
He's real.
Every door's locked. I'm getting us out of here. Hey, Charlie!
Don't say his name!
Don't say his name! Charlie, Charlie, Charlie!